Two TikTokers have been slammed after filming an F1 driver peeing at a urinal, good place to pee, and then posting some absolutely wild commentary about his privates. We've got all the details for you here, faster than one of those F1 boats. Cars. On Scroll Deep, the show that keeps up with the internet, so you don't have to.
They do have boats.
Is there F1 boats? Wow. George Russell is a British F1 driver for Mercedes. F1 is, of course, the famous fast cars. F stands for fast, and 1, well, that's where you want to come in the race, buddy. He was doing a pee. He was at the Australian Grand Prix. He was at a public urinal. He was doing a pee, a number 1, an F1, if you will, where he was filmed by the Chefmates, a pair of TikTok twins from Australia, and the Chefmates went in, filmed him. They're known for this jokey style. They're known for their banter. A couple of bloody larrikins. And they make videos about F1, so they thought it'd be really funny to go in, film this guy while he's peeing, and then upload that video to TikTok and Instagram with the caption, POV, when you meet George Russell at the urinals. And they went on to say, quote, "I know what you're thinking. How big is it? That stays between me and George. There's confidentiality in the men's urinal. What I can say is he looks really relaxed. Confident stream." Which I guess is probably F1 style commentary. I'm not the biggest expert. I'm more of a NASCAR kind of guy, as you can tell from my general demeanor. The video was then deleted after they had a huge amount of backlash. That backlash arrived faster than, I don't know, some kind of fast thing. I don't know about you, but if I walk up to a toilet and it's got a big sign above it that says Grand Prix, and then I walk in, anybody? Anyway, sorry, they've cut my mic. Broadcaster Shane McInnes tweeted the behaviour of the Chefmates recording Mercedes driver George Russell at a urinal at the hashtag AusGP, all the SEO phrases in this tweet. Posting it on Instagram and TikTok and then boasting about it is disgusting and reprehensible. Will they apologise? Even if they do, credentials for future races should be denied. And many other people chimed in. They said that this is a weird thing to do. People were pointing out it's pretty illegal to film someone peeing. It's also just gross, don't do that. And eventually the Chefmates responded. Speaking on Instagram, they said, quote, "Our aim is to celebrate sporting heroes and commentators whilst bringing some light-hearted fun to sports fans. On this occasion, our content has unintentionally offended our audience and sporting fans from around the globe and is unacceptable. We acknowledge our absolute lapse of judgment and apologise wholeheartedly. We have reached out to George personally to apologise." For George's part, he hasn't commented on it. I think he's just kind of leaving it. He doesn't want to draw more attention to it. I highly doubt he's going to be responding to their message. But George is actually not the first celeb to be avoiding public toilets in future. Ed Sheeran, Cole Sprouse, Robbie Williams, and James Buckley, they've all complained about being bothered by fans while in the bathroom. David Beckham apparently avoids urinals entirely. James Buckley, speaking to our friends and family members Radio X, he said, quote, "I don't feel comfortable enough to use a urinal anymore. I haven't used one for years. I've always got to go to a cubicle because it's happened. I'm there with it out and people are trying to talk to me about the in-betweeners. I'm like, do you want to give me 30 seconds? I'm there, it's out, it's huge." That's what Jay would say, and he's not Jay, he's a person. There's probably quite a few people watching this who are like, why does he keep saying urinal instead of urinal? But that's just British talk, innit? I thought you'd call it the piss hole. Wait, fellas, let's confuse the non-urinal users. Yeah, so when you go in, there's a freaking dragon. And he says, "I'll be taking that piss, thank you very much." And that's what a urinal is. Prove me wrong. I mean, this plays into a thing we've touched on many times on Scroll Deep, which is that you shouldn't really be filming people in public, especially when they're not aware that you're filming them, and especially not when there is piss coming out of them. I'm sure we already have a rule which is like, don't film people in public, but I'm gonna add a new rule. I feel like freaking Dua Lipa over here, but a little pop culture reference. Scroll Deep Rule 93, don't film people while they're actively on the toilet or engaging in the toilet. What do you make of this? Do you think this was unacceptable? Do you think it was great? Do you think they should be banned from races? Do you think they should be sent to prison? Do you think they should be sent to perhaps ADX Florence, a supermax prison in Colorado? What do you think? If we get enough votes in the comments, they will be sent to jail.
I just realised Adam Driver was Ferrari.
Yeah.
Adam Driver.
And he was playing a guy called Ferrari in a movie about cars.